This is one pistol I was pretty excited to get this year, and this is the new 226X. And this is basically the newest, latest, modernized version of the P226. And the P226X is very important in the discussion of this pistol, because if you look at this gun and look at this gun, they are very, very similar in design. This is the P226X Legion and the 226X. And we're gonna kind of pull this as reference because there are a lot of features on this gun that are off of this gun, but this one is pretty dang advanced for what you're getting in this pistol. So earlier this year, Sig launched a bunch of new guns. They had the next event. They had it last year where content creators went out to Sig, got to get hands on all the pistols and whatnot. This year that was going to happen again, and I had some discussion with Sig. Just didn't work out. So the guns came throughout this year, and of course we didn't end up going, but we have the pistols to show you guys. So full disclosure, Sig did send this one. They sent the P211, and they have another one coming, the DA-SA gun. Once that one comes, we'll kind of go through both of these. I don't want to talk about too much in the DA-SA guns, the double action, single action, because I think it might be confusing because you don't get to see that actual pistol. So when you look at these two pistols, the new two models, there's a full size, which is a 4.4 slide length. That is very similar to the original 226 SAO. That's this Legion here. And then you have the shorter gun. So the carry is roughly 3.8 inch barrel, and then the full size is a 4.4. Both guns come in SAO, single action only, and then they come in a DA-SA double action, single action. So this one is the SAO. And you guys know at home, single action only, dead trigger, without the hammer, safety being on. Think Staccato HD for reference. This pistol, I was blown away with how well it shoots. I had seen some accuracy testing and some videos on the gun and talking to the contacts at Sig. They were pretty geeked on this gun. There is a lot that went into this pistol to change it from the original P226 SAO pistol. And there is a lot of things in this gun that technology-wise are pretty crafty on Sig's part. The triggers are two variants. They have a curved trigger that you can kind of see in a 226X STAS, that kind of curved adjustable trigger. This also has a flat trigger like you saw on the Legion. Now this trigger on this gun is fully adjustable, tunable, poundage, reset, over travel, take up, etc. So you can adjust this. All the parts of this trigger can go into this gun. So that's something that's pretty cool. You can really make this thing like a baby version of the X5 Legion minus the expansion chamber up front. When you look at the two pistols, they're very similar. This is the original SAO gun. This I've had for, God, I don't know how many years. But this one here is a non-optics gun. That's how old it is. But the X-ray sights, the ambi safeties, the original Legion grip module, when they used to have the little Legion gold coin thingy in here, then they went to doing the Legion into the grip module itself. But these were very good triggers, right? The trigger has only gotten better. This one I used to think was good. This one is amazing. This one comes in at 3.5 pounds. Super clean take up, super clean reset. The gun shoots very well. There is a very unique barrel design with this pistol. As Blake can see this not in the camera, but you'll see how recessed this crown is. That crown recess is just designed to help increase action in the pistol. Today we shot some little B-roll over the shoulder, shooting the Sig Elite defense ammo. That ammo and this pistol work very well together. The Sig Romeo X-Lock, again, this sight is growing on me. This is something you're going to see in a lot of the newer guns. This is an enclosed model. Nothing too crazy on the optic other than like on my the one that's on the P211, the finish could be better on the optic. On the sharp corners, running it in an RDS holster with the red dot, the edges are starting to shine. So you're starting to see the metal underneath. It's not a horrible thing, and it doesn't detract me when I look at it. It just, I notice it at times because the finish is coming off, because the optic is hitting the RDS hood on the way out the holster. So it's not, I would like the finish to be more durable on the optic, but again, it's not something a little paint pen wouldn't fix either. So again, that's just something that when you look at like RMRs and Acros and whatnot, the finishes are pretty durable, pretty hard use coverage. I don't know if the finish on these is as hard use as, say, those other brands. The X-ray sights work very well with the Co-Witness iron sights through here. You'll notice these are standard height, so if you didn't want to run a red dot, you like the pistol, but your eyes are still good enough to run irons, mine are not. You could pull the dot off, throw the cover plate on. The sight is built into the pistol itself for front and rear, and you can run this as an irons gun all day if you wish. So I've really liked the X-ray sights all the way through. They just work very well. The gas pedal, or lack of gas pedal, you'll notice this is different here. It is a slightly ramped gas pedal, so it's not quite flat like a factory 226 takedown lever is, but it has a slight angle to it that's sloped this way, so it does allow for a good tactile compression right here. I like it because now, unlike the X5, my finger is not long enough to get on that gun. If I try to get on the gas pedal and really use it, well, now my grip is wonky, right? So when you guys hit me up on email or DM about gas pedals on your Sig products, putting one on there and it working in the holsters, yes, it'll work with any Sig or Safari holster, but question whether or not you actually need the gas pedal, because the factory takedown levers, even on the original 226, you'll see how thin this is. This one here even still has a little bit of pressure that you can put on there, and you can see how white that knuckle is. I've got enough ledge there that I can use it to help mitigate muzzle rise. So again, this one here I like because it's more subdued, but there's still enough, and it's very knurled and textured. So I do like that it gives me some option there. One of the really big features of this pistol, you'll notice, I think we did some reload video today, the redesign of the slide stop. The biggest issue with 226 pistols in the past, or these single action SAO guns, if you notice right here, you'll see when the safety is down, it's very difficult to get to the slide stop. It's almost impossible on this one, right? It's just, unless I rechange my grip and now I open up, I still can't get there. So with these pistols, you had to literally mag in and then drop with the left thumb. Similar to a 2011, right? That's something you see a lot of 20, because the 2011 grips are so wide, you can't get up there to get that slide stop. And if you look at how close the slide stop is to the safety, they're almost on top of each other. So there's no way you're getting to that, right, with this original design. Even when they did the 226X5, the newest version after this one, the exact same thing happened, right? This slide stop right here was almost impossible to get to. I think I can get to that one more because the gun is a little older. I've shot this a lot, but again, you would have had to go magazine in and then come up with the left thumb to get that slide stop to work. With the 226, the new X model, you'll see how this thing is flared out. It's almost like a ledge coming down. It's still tight to the safety, but now I can get there with my left thumb, or my shooting thumb, right? So it's very easy to mag in, just like a regular double action pistol. So I can also still get in there, and now with the way it's kind of flared away, you can see how I get my fingernail under there, right? It's kind of got, it's more away from the pistol. When the mag goes in the gun, I can still use my left thumb to get that slide stop. So again, that is probably the biggest upgrade to this gun that I really noticed. The accuracy, this one shoots better than these. Well, I shouldn't say better than the X5 because I haven't tested these two together. I did take this one out the other night to shoot it. And it might just be the fact there's no red dot on this gun and my eyes are pretty shitty. But it still shot well. It just did not shoot as easy or as soft as this one because of how clean that trigger breaks. I was really surprised with the 3.5 pound trigger how well that trigger broke. And with the grips now being all one piece, this filled my hand much better than the narrower version of the old model, right? You can kind of see the difference. The new 226X is a little wider, a little fatter on the bottom end there. And then with the Legion X5, very similar wraparound and very similar girth. So this one I really fills my hand very well. So I'm excited again to see what lock grips is going to come out with, because I think this is something that they're going to be able to do just like the ones you see with the PDP steel frames. These are just one piece, they come off, they go back on. So being able to have these in different textures, different palm swells, I think it's going to be a great feature. I'm sure there'll be a mag wool that comes out for it at some point in time. But with lock grips, being able to make panels for this, don't get me wrong, I like the Legion. Legion is cool, but I think for Sig, it's time maybe to keep the Legion, but maybe less coin, kind of look at this cool, elusive thing, and give more selection and variety to the guns. This gun should come in plain black for the LE space. It should come in FDE for sure, a Ranger green, even a lighter, maybe battleship gray and black accent. But I feel like with the culture of today, with people wanting to make them their own and having them different, I would like to see this be less of one direction with the Legion gray and a little more variety in the colors. Similar to what Springfield did with like the Prodigies and the TRP lines. You got the green, the grays, the blacks, the browns, etc. So I'd like to see more variety in color palette, especially an FDE gun. I think that would be cool. And also definitely a jet black, just a plain black. They did this one in the reserve, of course, a collectible one, but I think this one should have just came out in plain black for the LE market. And for guys like us, right? We all like, some of us like colors, but most of us prefer plain black. So that's something I'd like to see Sig offer in the future, a plain black. This gun shoots well, a little bit, not horrible muzzle rise, but it's a smidge, it's there. But I'm also used to, with the last few months, we've shot a lot of comp guns. I kind of got spoiled. So that's something I have to work on. This one I'm probably going to carry for a while. I just like how well this gun performed. So it'll be good for me to get back on to more fundamentals, more grip, stance, trigger press, etc. But the gun shot great today. I didn't have any complaints, nor was it so grossly different in regards to shooting a non-ported or compensated pistol that I was like, oh man, I have to have that. I don't. It was just something that I noticed today. The 226X is going to be a home run. I really feel good about this pistol. The 226 history in itself is so vast. It goes back so far with the Navy using the P226 and then the Mark 25. I have an original 226 TAC-OPS from back in the day. That's my favorite pistol that I own in a double action. That has the SRT short reset trigger in it. That gun just lights out. It's cool. It's got the OG grip panels that have the mag well built into it. It's just super cool gun. This pistol also comes with 3 18-round magazines, these flush fit mags, but also the old OG factory 226 mags work in this pistol as well. So if you have TAC-OPS mags or standard 226 mags, you'll be able to use those in this pistol as well. That's what I got for you guys. You'll see another review on this pistol once the DASA gun shows up. We'll kind of come back and then we'll talk more about triggers. But man, well done. If you guys see this in your local gun shop, give it a touch, give it a feel. I have not shot the DASA gun or seen one yet, but what I'm being told, that trigger is just as good, and it's very similar to the 226 Sport trigger or the STAS. So either one of these guys, if you see one in your gun shop, hit it up, check it out, touch it, play with it, try it out. You just might be surprised. That's all I got for you guys today on the new P226X. If you like what you see, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, be well. Take care.